Hi everyone, welcome to or back to my booktube channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. Now, I have filmed a few of these on my channel before, but I've always done the method where you stop the 24-hour timer every time you have something to do or go to sleep or something like that. And in today's video, we are going to do the other common method where you just see how much you can read over the span of 24 hours. For instance, it is about 9 o'clock on Saturday. I'll probably start my timer at like 9:10, 9:15, and we'll see how much I can read until Sunday around 9:10. With that being said, I will absolutely be sleeping and the time will continue, but I do plan on reading a lot in these next 24 hours, so I just wanted to film it and see. So over the last 2 days, my Libby holds have like all come in. So we have a pretty good TBR, which I think will make me successful in this. For instance, I got 2 of the Allie Hazelwood little novellas. You know, the book that she has that has the 3 novellas like all combined. I'll put a picture of it here. I got 2 of those on audiobook. So I think because those are so short and they're on audio, those are gonna be like easy wins to keep me motivated. I'm really sad I don't have the first one, but I think that's okay. And then this one's not an audiobook, but I got Ready or Not, which I can have on my Kindle. I also have it physically, which that cover is just seriously so pretty. And I think this is also a shorter read. It's a romance, love that. So this is on the TBR. And then I'm on chapter 3, page 33 of The Wishing Game. I'm reading this physically and it's another short read. And then I told y'all, my Libby notifications were popping off. So I also got Butcher and Blackbird on audiobook and I'm so excited for this. This will be one of my first dark romances and I think I'm gonna really like it. We'll see, but we have these 3 books plus those 2 Allie Hazelwood novellas, and I just think that's a really good list going in. I think I want to physically read first and then move into audiobook, so I'm thinking we continue on The Wishing Game. Crack open my energy drink for the night because my goal is to stay up till 1 o'clock, and it is about to be 9:10, so let's get this timer set. I want to have the timer still just to like not have to do the math. Let's start reading. Two hours down and I'm on page 127. Okay, so we've made it to midnight and we have 21 hours and 10 minutes left. I'm on page 165, I think over halfway. And so far, it's so good. It's really kept my attention, which is why I think I was able to read for so long. But I realized I have not told y'all like the summary of this book, so I thought I would do so. So we have our main character, Lucy Hart, and she grew up reading these children's books and has a big connection with them, and the author of that stopped writing for a while and he just recently came back to the public and is releasing another book for the first time in a while, but is only giving a copy to one person. And our main character happens to be a part of that like contest. I'm trying to be pretty vague about all this. And then there's a whole separate story, like the bigger story is that she really wants to adopt this child she has taught because she's a teacher's aide, but there's a lot of hurdles that she needs to jump before she can do all that, and this contest is kind of a way of allowing her to do so. So that is The Wishing Game. Like I said, it's fairly short. Let's see. Yeah, it's 278 pages. I'm not going to finish this tonight. I'm actually going to switch to an audiobook and do some chores because I do want to stay up a little later, but I'll touch base again in the morning. skinny jeans? I didn't need to know that. Okay, good morning. It is currently 9:33. We have 11 hours and 37 minutes left on our timer. I did make it to 1 a.m. last night. I was super proud of myself. And I think y'all saw I read a good chunk of this and then switched over to the STEM novella, which I just finished this morning, which is why I'm back to this. The novella was fine. Like, it wasn't anything special. I think it helped that I knew what I was like getting myself into. Like, I wasn't expecting multiple plots and like a lot of character development. Like, it was fine. I think there was a little too much spice considering it was a novella, but I also think that's just how Allie Hazelwood is, and that's how the other novellas are gonna be. Anyways, I'm glad to have like a book under my belt. That feels nice. I think I would rate it like a 3.5. It was where this couple was like stuck in an elevator and they had a past, so it kind of went to the past timeline, which I actually did like. And I've only read a chapter of The Wishing Game, so I'm on page 175. And I actually have plans with a friend, so I'm going to go get ready for that and go. I definitely needed some caffeine this morning. We'll come back, finish this book, and then continue. So far, so good. I don't think I've talked about this yet on here, but I got this CD player and I'm obsessed with it. So I thought we could listen to some tortured poets while reading. Also, if you were wondering, we have 6 hours and 4 minutes left, and I have about 50 more pages left of this. I know this is so unheard of for me, but I think I might cry at this book. Okay, it's like 8:30, I think. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:39 p.m.
And I am in bed. I'm hoping I don't fall asleep anytime soon. But as y'all saw, I started Ready or Not on my Kindle, and I'm about to look up like the summary of this because I didn't read the flap. And I'm on like chapter 3 and I have no idea who the love interest is. And considering this as a romance, I'd rather just know, so when they talk about the love interest, I can like pay attention and fall for the character, you know? I only have like 30 minutes left of our challenge, but I did not read for a lot of the hours because I had plans and I slept and whatnot. So I'm just going to keep reading tonight and we'll see when I stop. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. I'm still only on chapter 3, and let me read you this. In my darkest hours over the last few weeks, I've wondered to myself if a surprise pregnancy could just possibly be the meet cute to end all meet cutes. Haven't I seen that movie before? Aren't they secretly soulmates and their pheromones recognized it before their hearts did? His sperm determined to one day wife her, clawed its way through the condom to tie her to him for all eternity. I don't know about that. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Okay, so it is many days later, and I think it is time to wrap up this 24-hour readathon with all my thoughts on all the books. So I do not own the Ali Hazelwood book full of the novellas, but that is the first one I finished. The novella called Stuck With You. I can put a picture of it here. This one was good. It was so-so. For being a standalone novella, like, you know, we don't have prior knowledge of these characters, I gave it a 3.5. Next up, the first physical book I finished was The Wishing Game. This was so good. I highly recommend this. This is a book I feel like I would just recommend to most people, which I don't feel that way about a lot of the books I read. It was just so magical and I loved it so much. And obviously y'all saw me cry, so I care deeply. Especially given how short this book is, I'm really impressed that it was able to get in all the plot lines that it did. This is a 4.5 stars. Like, this has been on my mind multiple days after I finished. Then we got into Below Zero, the next Ali Hazelwood novella. And I gave this a 2 stars. I don't know what it was. I didn't care for the story. There was some interesting dialogue for sure. So yeah, Below Zero, 2 stars. I don't really want to talk about it any further. Lastly, y'all saw me start Ready or Not on my Kindle at the very end of this. It obviously was not in the 24-hour time span, but I have finished it since then, and I just want to give y'all my thoughts. Guys, I gave this a 2.5 stars, which is really low for me. Like, I probably should have just DNF'd this. Number one, the trope is like pregnancy, accidental pregnancy, which I've read books before about that, but usually the baby makes an appearance, and it didn't in this book, which is totally fine, but I just kind of learned that about myself, that I usually prefer to see when the baby is born. I also do not like friends to lovers, and that is what we have here. So I don't know, I liked Shep, like our main character, 5 stars for him, but like this book could not be over fast enough for me. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, I still had a lot of fun filming this 24-hour readathon. I kind of liked doing it this way. I would definitely film it this way again, so let me know which way you prefer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day and reading a good book. Goodbye.